beautiful, wonderful, amazing people. I'm so happy to see you here watching today's video. All about what is a buy-to-let. What is a buy-to-let investment property? So in this video, I'm going to answer all those questions, the what's, the how's, the who's, the where's, the when, and hopefully equip you with the right information to help you understand what a buy-to-let property is. Now, I'm in the beautiful outskirts of Wales. Check it out. Look at that view. And yes, that is some people here skinny dipping in the water, okay? That's definitely not my kind of thing. You will not see me taking off my clothes and jumping in the water, but they have. Nonetheless, I want you to watch this video, check it out, let me know what you think. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button down below and join the community of people who want and are investing in property, exchanging ideas, and really learning and earning together, because that's what it's all about, right? There's enough to go around for everybody. So be sure to do that, and I'll see you at the end. Bye. Okay, so what is a buy-to-let? A buy-to-let is a property that is purchased purely for rental income. So someone would purchase a house, Mr. Investor would purchase a house, rent it out on the open market, whether it be to students, to families, professionals, whoever, and in return for that, they get a rental income. So the landlord would then charge a certain amount for the person to live in that accommodation per month, and they pay that. So why would someone invest in property? Well, someone invests in property because it's a tangible investment. Now, the reason why people like investing in property, for many reasons, but it's because there's two different forms of income. You can have income from rental income, which comes in monthly or weekly, depending on how you do it. And then you have capital growth. So this is the value of the house increasing over a period of years, multiplying the value of what the house is worth. So people like property investment because it's a way that you can invest in property and get two different types of income from the same house. So almost like a 2-for-1 type of deal. It's fantastic, right? So buy-to-let comes in many different shapes and formats, but generally you have a buy-to-let on a house or a buy-to-let on a flat. You can also have buy-to-let where you rent it out to multiple people. Those are known as HMOs, houses of multiple occupation. And that's similar to a buy-to-let. The only difference is you're renting it out to multiple people at any given time. So how does buy-to-let work? You're purchasing a house. Today we'll just call it a normal house, 3-bedroom house for a family to live in. You would then firstly go to a mortgage broker and have a chat with them to see what you need in place in order for you to be able to purchase your house. Generally, you would need fees for the purchase of the property, and then also you would need some form of deposit. Unless you have the whole amount of cash and you're one of the lucky ones. But if not, you would need some form of deposit, which would be 25% of the value of the house. So you would speak to a mortgage advisor for them to tell you what you need in place to be, number one, eligible for a mortgage, and number two, what type of purchase price you need to be considering when you're thinking of purchasing your investment. Once you've spoken to your advisor and you know exactly where you are, the next thing would be to do research on the area, purchase a house, and then find tenants to put the tenants in. Once you have done that process, then the monthly income that you generate from that rent would go towards paying off the mortgage, and then the remainder would be cash flow. Obviously, there may be management fees that you'd have to pay for a property manager to manage the property, and you also may have insurance fees, not may, you will definitely have insurance fees, not may, and you'll also have issues with the property. So all of that is what you want to take into consideration. I just say management and issues add up to about 10% of the total income coming in over an annual period. So that is what a buy-to-let is. It's purely and it's merely a property that you purchase, whether it be a house, a flat, anything that you purchase, and then you rent it out to people to live in, and they pay you a fee for that privilege. So there are some key and core principles that you would need to consider before you start investing. And this is what the agent will tell you about. And if you watch a lot of videos in this YouTube channel, there's plenty of videos that will tell you about how you can maximize on your buy-to-let property to make sure that it is a good investment. Before all of that, you always have to make sure you do your research around purchasing the property, around the location, which is the hugest thing. The location, making sure that the people you actually want to rent to live in that area, and also making sure that the rental income will cover the mortgage. So this is why speaking to a mortgage advisor first and foremost, for them to give you an idea of what purchase price you need to be considering, what value of the property you need to be considering, and then an idea of what the rental income needs to be in order for you to be able to get a mortgage successfully, as well as many other criterias. But the key thing is understanding how the investment side of it works, so you can then go and purchase a property, a good property. So to keep it short and sweet is, your rental income needs to be able to cover that mortgage by at least 125%, and therefore that would be considered a reasonable investment. As well as that, the value of the property needs to be sensible. I mean, if you can get a below market value property, then fantastic, because you are then going to add value to that property, allowing you to capitalize on that other way we mentioned, which is not just the rental income, but also capital growth. So, properties that are below market, or properties where you can add a bit of value to in a variety of ways. But a buy-to-let generally is purchasing a house, renting it out to someone, and creating an income. So if you want to replace your income, you can quickly work out how many properties you will need in order to successfully do that. When purchasing a buy-to-let property, there are associated costs that you need to take into consideration, such as the surveyor's cost, solicitor's cost, lender's fees, the mortgage broker's fees himself, and insurance. There may be some other fees as well. So if you're going to purchase a house and maybe someone was living in it as their own home, then you would need to also get a gas certificate and electric certificate, so you can legitimize the property and get it ready for rental. And with some buy-to-lets, depending on the location that you live in, there are some legislations around being registered to your local county borough, for them just to have, they have like a stock of all the houses or the private rented accommodation. I know Croydon do that in London, I know Birmingham do that, I also know here in Wales we do that, where they have something called Rent Smart Wales, and you register with them as a landlord, unless you have someone managing the property for you, and then they need to be registered. But there are standards that you need to adhere to when you are considering setting up, or if you are doing a buy-to-let, you have to ensure that you're offering a good product. So that is buy-to-let in short and sweet. You make money two ways. You buy the house, you either make money through capital growth, which is the property going up in value over time, as market trends, influence the property market, as market trends influence the property market. And then the other way is the monthly rental income. So that monthly amount that the tenant is paying to the landlord is going into your pocket, as well as paying down that loan. I hope that is very clear and you understand now what a buy-to-let is.
So yes, I'm back, and tell me, what did you think? That was very informative, right? Again, the process of buy-to-let is you're investing your money into a building that will ultimately give you income. That's the whole point of an investment. There's different types. You've got the stocks, the shares. You heard about all of them, but it's all down to you on what you like. There is no wrong or right answer when it comes to finding the right investment for anybody. Only they make that decision, nobody else. So, like I said, I hope you like this video. Be sure to subscribe, hit the notifications, join the community, and become an amazing provider, and give feedback. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know if if it touched on some points that you were considering and didn't even know. Let me know if there's more information you want to know, because it can never be enough, right? But it was lovely connecting with you. Amazing person. You stay tuned, and I'll see you in another video. Take care, beautiful.